Welcome, everybody.
Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Kamil, and I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm playing at the moment. Yes, I've been in many different places over the last few years, and just so everybody knows, I'm playing with Adam for the first time. He's another world-class player, and he was kind enough to play with me here from 1,500 miles away, and we'll see how it goes. And he's a world-class note giver also. So here we are. So let's say I don't quite know the opponent's system. We're playing a 2-over-1 system, you know, with a couple of gadgets that we agreed to, and hopefully we won't screw up too much. Oh, we have a different player in the game.
No, you shouldn't.
It's your husband just said, sorry, SREF 35, this is a set game, the seat is reserved.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Imposter. We have an imposter.
Yes. That's too bad, because I didn't have many decisions to make on this hand, which would have been fine by me. I suspect we'll have to start again, but we'll see.
Adam is the host, so he can boot SREF if he wants to.
Right, he has to boot him.
Okay, I don't know if he's aware of what's gone on. Let's write to him.
Andy's talking to him.
Oh, good. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Michael, can you get rid of the dialog box that's open? Because it's covering up the results screen.
Oh, good. Yes. I remember that from last time when I was kibitzing, somebody said that. And there. Is that better? Nice. Here, and I'll put the history so that everybody can see the results. Okay, so of course, I'm hearing somebody in the background, just so you know.
Yeah, I'll sort that out.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to find a lead.
I'm hearing David.
No.
How is that? What should I do? Okay.
Okay, I think I've sorted it out.
Great. And Tom didn't want to pass. Shall he set permission required to kibitz? Adam is asking, by the way. But in any case, so now for me, I was quite happy to have very little to do on this hand so far. I suspect I won't get involved in any case. Certainly not now.
Sort of a way of life.
Right. Right. So, so this is a tough position for the opponents, no doubt. They have to sort it out, but they're, of course, world-class players, and we'll see how they do. Perhaps Tom, knows where he's headed already in a general sense. folks, I just might mention to you, which others may have mentioned, you might want to hit your mute buttons during the hand, and then if you have something to say, you can, afterwards or during non-important moments, so we don't hear background noise. So Tom had some good 6 club bid, no doubt, with a first round heart control, void or whatever. I do not intend to save at any level myself, even though it might be right. Adam is a solid citizen, and I would expect something like, king, queen, eighth, or ace, queen, eighth, or some such. My king, queen of diamonds could come into play here. Should David go higher? We'll see. Of course, from my experience in these universal imp games, if we were playing for just score, they'll probably, oh, that's very interesting. So he must be inviting 7 in his own way to have bid 5 no trump followed by 6 spades, I would imagine. Being the simple soul that I am, I don't think I'm going to get fancy and look for a club rough or lead the king of diamonds, although I suppose it could be right. Let me think about this for a second. It's probably too much to do that. So let's see. Okay, I will just, something fancy could be right, but as I say, I'm a simple soul, and who can blame me for this? And maybe it was right to lead the king of diamonds or a trump. Who knows? I'll find out. Well, since David was inviting 7, he certainly has the ace of diamonds, and I would imagine he's going to make this. The question is, how many was he going to make? I'd be surprised if I could have done something about it. Perhaps I had to give a club rough, but then Adam might have doubled. Right. And as you can see, they getting to 6 was quite worth enough for them in terms of the scoring. Okay, let's see if we can get something back. No, I'm just saying that. It's not the way I look at bridge. It's not the way to look at bridge. Okay, so I mean, for me, overcalling a spade is sort of normal, even though double could be right. I intend to bid again if I can at a reasonable level. Double is a little awkward, should partner bid diamonds, and I'd have to bid 2 spades. I really don't have it. The queen in a club is always suspect.
Michael, is it possible you could get rid of that little window in the bottom right-hand corner so we can see the previous deal?
Yes, very sorry. Yes, I can.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Okay. So let's see. So on such a hand, I'm usually a fast player. I haven't analyzed everything, but I'll follow to the first trick or two, and we'll see how it goes. Sorry, I'm just... I would prefer if David would play a trump back, but I don't expect it.
Now I've got another bar come up, but I don't want to come up. How do I hide a bar? The problem is I just don't know how to use my fucking computer. That's the problem, isn't it?
So, somebody needs to mute themselves. Is that?
Well, to all of the spectators, just so you know, you should be on mute unless you have something to say in between hands or something, because otherwise we can hear the background noise.
I just say good evening, Michael.
Oh, good evening is good. Yeah, we can all handle that. Thank you, Tom.
I'm Tom, not Max. Max is my son's name. He plays.
No.
Chess session.
I said thank you, Tom. Yes.
I guess you know who I am. The others might not.
Ah, yes. That's Tom Townsend talking. Another great player from England.
Well.
Oh, don't tell anybody.
Great's very generous, but.
I know better. A heart, eh? Well, he's very likely to have the king, the ace, sorry, but I don't know if I'm going to get. So the question is, should I play the king fearing that they're going to get a ruff going here? So he's got the ace king of clubs, and we don't know what the black suit honors are. We do know that Tom didn't make any effort to enter, but that doesn't say much. Just so, let's see. If it goes heart, and he roughs, I'm in some trouble. Not that I'm not in some trouble anyway. All right, I will say they got me.
I like your play. Why would he play?
Yes. So now the question.
But probably you're not. Oh, well played, Michael.
Happens from here. It's always sort of nice to be playing a lousy low-level one spade when I don't really know what the heck I'm doing on the hand. So especially non-vulnerable.
You're doing okay so far.
No hints out there. Yeah.
We can't see their hands either.
Oh, you can't? Okay, good. Okay. That's even better. Okay, then I'll take all the hints that anyone has to offer. No. So let's see. Okay, that's not a surprising play. I don't think I can fool them in any way here about my diamond holding, but I'll try this. Now, by the way, I don't know their signals, and I'm not going to ask at the moment. I feel foolish doing it. Now, maybe it was better to play on trumps here, but everything is bad, sort of. I should be able to start working out the distribution, although I don't know if they're playing, I haven't asked them if they're playing standard or whether club is with all the balanced hands or any of that. I fear, so let's see, the hand on my left had 2 clubs and 2 hearts, and he's either got, assuming they're playing a standardish system, he's either got 5 or 6 diamonds, or more, I suppose. But that would be unusual. So now what to do with this? Perhaps I should have cashed my king of diamonds. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see. So if he gets a ruff, they have 5, and I'm in trouble. So let's see. He had the queen of hearts. He had, what's their no trump? Let's just ask what the no trump range is. What is your trump range? I'm guessing this is not a good situation. Let's see. Oh, there is one thing I could do that's of interest. How about this? I hadn't thought of this yet. That's interesting. What can he do now? He's either got to play a trump. He's either got to play a trump or a diamond. That will be helpful to some extent. Although if he has 3 spades to an honor, I'm in trouble anyway. I don't think I can do much about this, really. I needed David. I needed David to have 2 spades to an honor, and I don't think he does. If there was some way to make it, I didn't find it. So I need queen and a spade on my right, which is sort of unlikely, but you never know. No, I don't think so. And I can't quite coup him. Right. Okay, down one. If I could have made it, I didn't find it. I suspect I was going to have trouble making it, but I don't know. Maybe had I blasted out spades after winning the king of hearts and a heart toward the 10, ace and a spade, that might have done it. But you see, because we stayed low, I guess we won a couple of imps. I'm guessing, you know, over here on the right, they tell you, oh, that's fascinating. A 2-no trump opener in front of this hand. Well, I'm not going to enter, even if I should. Maybe they're stealing with a lot of diamonds. One of these 18 or 19 counts with 6 solid diamonds. Yeah, it's beginning to feel more like that. That might be. Now the question is, should I double? If I double, they're going to run. Can I defeat whatever they run to? Well, if they run to 4 diamonds, I can't, I have to defend. I can't double that at imps, although it's tempting. So it's a question of take the money or not. Very tricky.
It would be very bad luck if, when South has got only 3 spades, North has a singleton, but then you probably...
Right, I agree. I'm going to go...
You missed 4 spades anyway then, Michael, so...
Right.
I like your double.
Right, I'm a little afraid of that they stole from me.
I think
now the question is, should I double 4 diamonds, which is not really my style, but it could be winning.
Well, you... I see 4 diamonds from opener.
Yes, he's got a lot of diamonds. That's what I'm guessing. He's thinking about it now.
I was thinking of 4 diamonds by responder.
No, I'm guessing David. It's my instinct says David has solid diamonds, but I'm going to have to pass it out, and unless Adam can double, which I doubt. I may be sorry I didn't take the money. A tough player would definitely double 4 diamonds with my hand. I rate to take 4 tricks.
Yeah, he's not going for the earth and 4 diamonds. But
right, that's probably not.
Basing values.
It would be great.
Could you get slightly closer to the microphone, Tom? Because we can hear you, but it's slightly muffled. Thank you.
That better?
Yeah.
He did run. All right, I got to let him go. Okay, now we lead ace from ace king, which it doesn't, it's unclear to me what to lead. I could lead the queen of spades and try and get a suit, an attitude signal from my partner to see if I can then cash my ace king of hearts and lead over to him, something like that. It's not the worst idea. Maybe I could start with the king ace of hearts followed by the queen of spades. I guess I could do that. We play ace from ace king, so this should show a doubleton. I think I'll go, well done, partner is right. Yeah, he's right. Let's see, if he opened with a singleton spade, I'm really in trouble. Adam is probably trying to figure out exactly how to card here. The deuce, eh? That's supposed to be count, I believe. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take the money and run. They're not vulnerable. I could have taken it before. Maybe I would have gotten them for an extra trick. We've lost Thomas, by the way. Just so you know. Well, Okay, I'll do this and we'll pray. Ah, it was good I didn't underlead anyway. Next. Next hand.
Michael, of spades.
Unless partner roughs this, we can make 4 spades, yeah. If Adam could have figured that out, it would have been the greatest bit of his life. Maybe a good player would have bid 4 spades with my hand. I didn't figure it out. Okay, so we're moving on to the next hand. I'll talk about that some more later. I have a good 17 count. It's tempting to do some. I still don't believe Thomas is here, but it's tempting to bid a little more, but it's awkward. So I'll just do it this way.
Yeah, they probably make a good save, yeah. Good. Yeah, they probably make. Obviously, he was afraid we might run, but I think he's right to double because we might not run, and if we do, maybe someone can double it. But he probably could go double 4 diamonds, but it's not very likely that
We need
there's
someone
any
to,
six singles out
is
there.
it Stanley?
He was
Can you,
scared.
can you mute, please? I've muted.
Okay. So here we are in 1-no trump. Give me something. I used to have partners who would say that to me. Give me something. I could use a few points. I mean, the last time I was at the 1 level, I didn't do so well. Hopefully I'll manage better here. At least they're leading my good suit here. Okay, so let's see if we can get, the queen would be nice, but I doubt it. The ace. I predict a shift. I didn't have a good card to play here to hide anything. If it's presumed to be a 4th best lead, I'm getting some feedback out there. I don't know if everybody else is hearing that, but
Yeah, I can hear it.
okay. So I'm sure David is wondering what the hearts are. But I probably should have played the 8, but I talk too much, so I don't always follow the cards, exactly here. So I mean, I would like a heart back, but I don't know that I'm going to get it.
Well, that 9-8 of spades with your 7 means they can't, annihilate you in the spade suit. They can't do clubs. They're going to have to duck
Sure.
2 rounds of diamonds, so you can't,
Sure. Sure, I've got a
so-
good head start here. Yeah, I agree. I still could go down if I can never get to the dummy and the spades are 4-2 and all of that, and the club is off, this kind of thing. Yeah, there he is. He's there with the spade. So it could be right to actually go up and block things, but I will not guess to do that. I'm hoping there are 2 honors to my left and he'll be on lead, which is not so good for him. But we'll see. And now Tom has a tough play, I feel certain, whatever he does. It could have easily been best to go up with the ace and put him in with a spade, that kind of thing. We'll see. Good shift by David. I think he saw the heart spots weren't happy, assuming they lead 4th best. And if they were leading attitude or something, I'm sure he would have returned one. But these are very good defenders. So I can count on, in effect, 1 spade, 1 club, 2 diamonds, and 2 hearts. Where we go from there, I don't know. We'll have to see. If they're forced to win the ace of diamonds, life would be better. Now I can force them to duck 2 diamonds or I make, and then shift back to hearts. I assume, I don't know what kind of count they play, but I'll discover that. Not that it really matters to me. They can't defeat me anymore because, as I say, they're forced to duck this 2nd diamond and then out come the hearts. I think king and a heart looks right, although I could play otherwise. Could play the 8 of hearts back. Let's see. Maybe I can come to some ending where I do something fancy. I doubt it because I'll probably have to take my tricks. This 8 of hearts is quite suspicious. I feel certain Tom will. It probably doesn't matter, but he'll probably go up with the queen of hearts after thought. After which I'm probably just claim because I can't see getting an extra trick out of this. We just had too many assets. Okay, I'm going to claim my 1. I have 2, 3, yeah, I'll claim 1. Let's just see, I claim 4 more tricks. Contract. No sense torturing the opponents any further than I have to. And there we are. And for all that trouble, I lost something. I was better in the lousy 1 spade contract where I went down. By the way, I've played against Thomas Paske a few times now. I don't think I've ever scored any imps off of him. He's a great young player, and he is no doubt the future of England or something. I don't know what I'm saying, but something like that. And David, as you know, is one of the really maybe tops in the world. Okay, so how to respond to a takeout double with this hand? Well, my hand is very good considering the ace opposite short clubs. But the question is how much to bid and what things mean. So 2 hearts is actually, in my mind, an underbid here because I would do that with some competitive 7 count. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to bid 3 hearts on a 4-card suit, which is not happy, but what can I tell you? Other bids are not discussed, or if they are, they're in Adam's notes and I'm not going to bother looking at them. Well, that's a surprise, by the way, that they can bid up to 3 spades.
What did I double a spade, Michael?
I will, what was that? I don't know what it would have been if I double a spade, and my view of new partnerships or when I haven't played with anybody is to avoid all bids that could be misunderstood. Now that's a shock that he bid 4 spades, but I'm going to double, and I'm very tempted to leave the ace of clubs, but I don't know if I will. It's quite a temptation because the whole auction is very surprising that Adam has made a takeout double. I feel like he's got a light hand with short clubs. And since this isn't for money, I'm going to go for it. Oops. We'll see. Hopefully Adam is void, but we'll find out. Maybe David is void and everyone can laugh at me for my lead.
What would the 2 clubs have meant over the 1 spade response?
That's an
interesting game forcing, or?
Yeah, well, 2 clubs. No, I don't think it would have been game forcing, but it's again. I'm sure Adam would have taken it as some cubid, but we'll see. I could play. He played the Jack of Diamonds. I can't believe what's going on here, to tell you the truth. but we'll find out in a second. I could give him a ruff now. I don't know. We play upside down signal. So what Adam means by the Jack of Diamonds, well, I'll take this ruff and I'll take it. I'll give him with a suit preference and he'll return a heart, I hope. And I'll play the Queen of Diamonds. And whatever happens from there happens. If Adam has I feel certain Adam will return a heart. There's not much else to do. But he doesn't know it that I'm about to play the Queen of Diamonds. I can't quite see where Adam's cards are if he doesn't have the ace. I mean, this could be a massacre if he has the ace, Jack, 10, 9 of diamonds. Perhaps Tom had a hard bid. He certainly has a good hand for spades, but it's unclear. So it turns out, had I led the ace of hearts, I couldn't do all of this unless I was willing to take a chance and shift to the Queen of Diamonds then, which maybe I would have.
Queen of Diamonds lead was also possible.
It was, yes. So if he makes it from here, what can I say? I mean, I don't know what Adam could have had. Maybe he had Queen Jack of spades? No, good for him. He had the king. Maybe there was a better defense, actually, like tapping the dummy or something, but I didn't find it. Okay. Yeah, it probably was. The opponents bid quite aggressively.
Well, it couldn't hurt to play the Queen of Diamonds at trick 2. You can take the club off later, yeah? But I'm not sure it was another trick.
I could, but I think my partner's Jack of Diamonds, he meant it as we play upside down count and attitude. We play upside down attitude and standard count. I'm glad it came up. So I would have been worried about that. Now, I didn't analyze everything out to the nth degree, and probably I should have. They're only in 4 spades doubled, right? So we play inverted minors, and this is an easy one for me. I have to alert the opponents. I have to look at Adam's hand again on that one. Yeah, so he had a light, as I suspected, by all of the bidding all around me, he had a light shape takeout double. Whether we would have made 4 hearts or not, I don't know. But it would be awkward with the things as they are. Now, I believe that's not forcing, but I'm certainly going to go to game with this, obviously, especially vulnerable at imps. My hand evaluates to, well, whatever you would like to say, 13 with the 10 of spades for sure, and the 5th diamond and all that. So good luck to Adam, and I can relax for a minute. So let's see. We played, I believe it says in Adam's notes, 2 no trump and 3 diamonds would both have been non-forcing. There are various ways to play over inverted minors, but certainly that's reasonable.
You can't relax as dummy, Michael. Everyone want to know everything at trick 8.
Well, I could relax and feel badly for Adam on this hand because he's going to have the diamond finesse on and guess where the Queen of Spades is, because his hard ace is knocked out of trick 1 or 2, and he's in trouble. But it was a very normal thing to reach 3 no trump on these cards. This is the kind of thing when I'm playing, I don't worry about any of this stuff because it sort of is what it is. You get to your normal spot and there you are.
Funny thing is, if the opponents are an active in overcalling, one of them would have bid 1 heart, and you would probably not have been in this contract. So.
That's a good point.
So here, actually, it's nice to be a little bit more passive in overcalls.
Right.
Maybe it's not always good, but this time it clearly.
Yes. But by the way, I'm a big believer in pass wins more than you think. I'm sure Adam would play a spade to the ace. I would have done the same because, you can, if it loses the queen, you're down now, and it just feels bad. Well, this whole thing feels bad anyway. So now, will the opponents get a spade trick in addition to their hearts is the question. So this is going to go down, we're going to lose 4 hearts, a diamond, and a club for sure. And if they're brilliant enough to get a spade trick, well, more power to them. So let's see, Adam has to pitch the jack of clubs from dummy on this, and then a diamond on the next. I believe that's right. Assuming, right, David is winning the last heart. So, and you can see good players take their time even when they're going down, because they don't like to lose those extra tricks. Right, and he played the ace of clubs, so his he didn't have the 5th heart. So we escaped for down 1. I see. So the opponent.
The heart spot's blocked.
I'll have to see the hearts to see if they were blocked from the beginning. I don't believe they were. Oh, he had a difficult play because you see, David knew that he had the hand beat. So if he played a second high heart and his partner had started with 10-9 third, he would have blocked the suit, so he couldn't do that. So here the question is whether to overcall a diamond or not. And I don't like to do it with bad hands, but I can't see not doing it with a 6-card suit and etc. So I'm going to get in there and hope. I wanted to say, David talked about it. If you could see at the bottom of the screen, he was worried about he was worried about 10-9 third in partner's hand. So we got in there, and as someone was just saying, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at everybody in the gallery only because, well, I'm out of this one, by the way. I'm not going any further with this. But it might have been better to just stay out of the auction. Sometimes you tell them that their short diamonds are good. So let's see. Let me just check the auction because I'm talking too much. Club, a diamond, a spade. So now this is a suit preference situation. So the question is, should I let everybody know that I have the king of hearts or not? I hate to do that against very good declarers. So I'll give a semi-high diamond. Because it may come down, although I can't see it coming down. I'm going to have it coming down to whether he guesses a heart or something. I don't anticipate my partner getting in some important spot, although maybe he'll win a trump trick and have to play a heart, but I'm sure he would anyway. So you could, yes, okay, sorry. So I don't have much to do here, but I might have to in a moment. Okay, so there you are. So partner played a heart as expected. Now, declare has 5 spades, we presume, and okay, so he's declaring contract making +1 because he had the king, queen of diamonds. Okay, so I got my partner off to the losing lead. You see that? So let's see, I guess he would have made anyway. He would lose a spade, a heart, and a club. But that shows you overcalling on Jack 6th. There are, you know, we all like to get, or not all of us, but most of us like to get in the auction, although I'm less so than most people. And I was reluctant to bid a diamond with that hand, and maybe I shouldn't have. But I'm not allowed to apologize according to Adam's notes. He plays a system called Keller, which includes, it's not a system, it's a funny little thing, which includes no apologizing at the table, no talking about hands, etc. I told him to get me not to apologize would require 59, going back 59 years, and I have nothing to say here, so I'm going to let it go. would go going back 59 years and stop saying I'm sorry every 2 seconds. So far I haven't used it at the table though. We'll see if I can last the whole match here without saying it. David already apologized. I see it on the bottom of the screen. I guess he doesn't play Keller. Okay, so let's see. So if Adam bids again, I do have a card that is more than one could expect. 1 spade. I don't know what exactly, I don't know Adam's style, why he would bid a spade. Is he 5 clubs and 4 spades? Does he have a good hand? Should I compete here? I am not going to, even though I have something. Could possibly be right to bid 3 clubs, and maybe I should, but I'm not going to, especially since I don't know Adam's style. Of course, when he bids, he usually, I do know that he's a solid bidder. So it's possible I should have bid 3 clubs, but he did. He did it for me because he knows I'm too solid a bidder. He's bidding a lot here, you know, but I still only have 1 card, and I don't really, although we could have game in hand when he has 6 club tricks and 2 spade tricks. Now the question is, should I bid 4 clubs? Zia once told me, never do that unless you're sure. But, so partner has 6 clubs and 4 spades and a good hand. Or something like, yes, because if he had 6 clubs and 5 spades, he certainly would have bid 2 spades again. So now I have to decide, is it worth it to bid 4 clubs?
What do you think about 3 no trump?
I could think about 3 no trump, but I don't have the nerve. I hear you. I mean, he could have ace, king, queen, 6 of clubs, ace, king of spade, but I don't believe that. I believe he would even have bid again or doubled 3 hearts with that. I mean, he could make 3 no trump. We could make 3 no trump on a finesse, but it is not, I don't think I'm going to go there. Because he's certainly allowed to have king, queen, jack, 4th of spades, and ace, king, queen, 6th of clubs too. Well, that would make 4 clubs. So yeah. I've talked myself into making the stupid bid that Zia said, never do it unless you're sure. And here we are. I don't believe anybody's going to double us. I would be shocked. They pushed us to 4 clubs, and that's that. And if 3 no trump was right, well, I'm not allowed to say I'm sorry. So we did. He did. He had the hand.
I think the delayed 3 no trump. I think that's not really. It's not really a decision. It leaves it open for partner to pull as well. Just
right.
So 3 no trump directly. Right?
I think that you're very wise. I don't know who's talking, but in the future, I will listen to all of your suggestions.
This is Martin Lindfors. I'm somewhat active on Bridge Winners. I don't know if... Right.
I read Bridge Winners, but they don't let me speak there because I don't bid 3 no trump with these hands. So now my poor partner is 1 trick higher than we might hope. It was a very wise suggestion. I don't believe I would have done that, but Adam is going to play for spades to come in. How he should do that is interesting. So let's see what happened here. It went 1 club double. So if David has 4 spades to 2 honors, it's right to go to the dummy and lead the 8 of spades. The opponents, by the way, I'm just pointing out, strangely enough, probably had a good save over 3 no trump in 4 hearts. But I don't think they would have, especially on the auction that Martin suggested. He did. He did what I would have done. I like his play. Very nice play. It was a very good play by Adam. I'm sorry. I'll tell you all that I'm sorry I let him down, but I'm not allowed to say it to him. What I will do is say, I'm not allowed to say it, but. But a nice play by Adam. See, Adam is very good. I've played against him many times. He's very good at continuing to concentrate. Now, here he's going to see the honor drop. And if he hasn't forgotten the trump, he will do that. And it was really well played. Okay, so we have to move on. I cannot. One of the things in bridge, I mean, if it were a real match and whatever, you have to sort of just shake off the fact that, okay, we missed it, and and you move on. There's nothing for it.
What about their save in 4 hearts?
Yes, they do have a good save in 4 hearts, but I do not believe they would have found it. I mean, unless David could figure out exactly what his partner had. I don't believe it, especially if I bid, as Martin suggested, a slow. He could have. He's right, by the way. I didn't want to really mention it. He might have doubled 3 hearts because of all those aces. He might have, but it's very aggressive. He can see that if I happen to have a heart trick, we would make 3 no trump. But I don't really blame him. He'd done a lot. And I will tell him that.
He said it also.
Right. So here we are. The opponents have perhaps learned to leave me on lead as much as possible. I guess they've played against me before. They know this trick. All right, let's just make sure I'm seeing the whole auction here. That is the whole auction. 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2. Okay, so let's see. So left-hand opponent has, this is not a happy lead problem. Probably the right lead is something like the 4 of spades. I feel like that's what Al Roth would do. What Adam is saying on the bottom of the screen. So this is difficult. And David has bid no trump twice. I mean, I could lead the unbid suit. This is unhappy. I could lead hearts. I know that David is short in both majors, unless he's very well stocked in the minors, and he just chose to do this. Really, I feel like the 4 of spades lead is right, but it could be unhappy. We'll find out. As I say here, playing for these stakes, I think I'll go for it. Well, if it goes around to the 10, it won't have been a great idea. It probably wasn't a great idea anyway. The 7 of hearts might have been better. We shall see. It could, on some of these hands, it could knock out the entry and dummy, if he was setting up hearts, but the hearts are pretty bad, the spots. I don't really think I'm happy with my lead, but we'll find out.
Tom Townsend, what would you have led?
Tom, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't watching. I was writing an email. So Michael has such a boring hand. I switched over. But how did it go? Let's see. I'm sorry, I can't even get the bidding, so I'm not the best person to ask.
Michael, you're muted.
I'm muted. I didn't hit anything.
I think you're back now, Michael.
Oh, okay. Okay. You can hear me now. Has there been a play other than my lead?
No.
No, okay. So that would tell me I'm offline or something, but I think my internet is working. if you can't hear me again, I'm not touching anything. I'm only looking at BBO.
South bid 3 no trump over 3 hearts.
Correct. He
So he
bid 2 no
probably
and
had-
then 3.
So he probably has singleton spade. So I quite like your lead. Yes, I can see where you're coming from. Occasionally,
Now the
rather-
question is, right.
But
So if he leads a diamond to something, I'm going to play low, right or wrong. Oh, now the jack, that's different. Well, now I have all sorts of diamond tricks. I'm going to do this. I mean, maybe it was wrong to do it anyway, by the way. Maybe I should have ducked because he couldn't get to his hand. Yeah, that was probably an error. I should have ducked if he had king, queen, 10, 6, and 3 clubs or 4 clubs or whatever. Yeah, it was a bad play. I really should have ducked. See, too much talking. I knew that I would make some poor plays here, but I do believe, I'm just talking about the hand now, that it would have been better to duck the diamond, because really nothing surprisingly bad could happen to me. If David quickly plays queen 10 and a diamond to me, which he hasn't yet, I'll really feel bad.
interesting, David did have 2 spades after all, so it must be well wedged in the minors. Really fancied his hand in no trump.
Right.
The normal action with 2 spades was give preference in case partner has 6 of them, you would think.
Right. I wonder what he's thinking of here. This is interesting. Well, that's sort of good. He didn't go slamming out the diamonds to me. Now, the question is what Adam should do. That's fine. So he has jack 9 of hearts, presumably declarer, unless, who knows. He's going to try and run the hearts and perhaps squeeze me, but I don't think he could do much. Unless I'm miscounting, I don't see it. Now, let's see. Can something bad happen to me if he has king, queen, 10, whatever of diamonds? I could throw a spade and then avoid getting thrown in, I believe. But maybe not. I'm going to do that. Yeah, Adam had the 10 of diamonds. So the best David could do is down. He'll go down 1, I guess, if he end plays me or something. Me, I'm always happy when I beat a contract. Well, this isn't, well, I'm going to either take the rest or not. Who has the king of clubs? Let's see, David had the king, queen of diamonds, and he probably has a, I don't know. We'll find out. If I could claim, it depends who has the king of clubs, that's all. I'm guessing David does. He bid no trump and my partner. Yeah, I think I'm going to get 2 more tricks. Well, it was probably a lot better than a heart lead on this hand. A heart lead would have worked out quite poorly, pickling my partner's king 10. A club was okay, I'm sure. Yeah. What? What? Why is Tom saying what? Anyway, well, I led 4th from my second longest and strongest. That's about as close as I get. I see. He's talking about the... I'll tell him, I'm too old for that game. Yeah. Okay, so another normal no trump opener here. Some nice spots in the minors. Now beer, I'm speaking to the table at the moment. Okay, so I don't know what they play over our 1 no trump if Tom is thinking. But then I'll have to consult my notes, which they told me I could if we... that's funny. Majors and major minor. That's I see. So he probably means a 6 card or a longer minor and a shorter major. Okay, so that is simply a transfer. Now, if David doubles, I believe the way I've always played, I could consult our notes, but I'm not even going to bother. The way I've always played, and I suspect most experts play, if David doubles, well, he bid 2 spades. So here I have to pass because I can't go to the 3 level with only 3 trumps, and I only have a 15 count, although it's quite a good one. I'd be happy if Adam bids again.
Do you know what Adam bids mean on this at this point?
Of course not. But if he bids a new suit, well, I'll leave it to him because I'll just bid 3 hearts. So if he doubles, I would expect it to show cards. All right, so there, that's either a retransfer or it's, and I don't care which. It could either be a retransfer or forcing in diamonds. If it's invitational in diamonds with hearts and diamonds, I'll have done the wrong thing because I'd rather, oh, that's interesting. Now I have to decide what was Adam doing. Was he simply the interesting part is if he was retransferring, now he may think this is forcing. See, that's an interesting one. Does he have 6, but he has 6 hearts. The bigger problem is the clubs could be on my left if it is. So this is a hard position because I don't know whether we're in a force or not.
Well, it'd probably reopen to a double with a good hand, right?
You would think so, but it's not something we talked about. So I just don't know. And if I bid 4 hearts, I could easily get doubled on this one. So one would think that Adam would have bid again, but what's strange is he didn't open a weak 2 bid. If his 3 diamonds is a retransfer, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he was inviting with 6 hearts. He has 6 bad hearts or something like that. I think I'm going to quit. I know things are not breaking well for the 3 spade bid. This is very tough. I got to think. The 10-9. If he has time, I'm sorry.
Would you say that it's really that the default agreement is to play retransfers in this situation?
Yes.
That's only if you have a particular agreement, or
right. Sure. So that if it's a natural and Adam thinks we're in a force, I'm doing the wrong thing by passing. On the other hand, things are not breaking well, as I said, and the opponents have bid to the 3. I'm going to let it go, and we'll discuss our missed game later.
What do we think North's major is? It looks to me that his major's hearts, and he's got 3 card support for spades.
I don't think so. I think David guessed that after the transfer, they would all think that he had spades. That's my view, but I could be wrong. I'm going to try a trump lead, even though I'm not sure what I'm doing.
We don't have to wait long to see the dummy, but yeah, you
right. And he did play him for that, and it's quite possible we missed a game, by the way. But what can I do? Probably David has some cards over there, and the clubs are over me, but it's possible.
That jack of diamonds looks like you might have a slow diamond loser.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, will my partner ever trust me again if he has king, queen, 5th of hearts and king, queen, 5th of diamonds? But the good news is we're only playing X number of boards here, so he'll maybe offer to play from 1,500 miles away again, but we'll see. In any case, and now back to our story.
It's more likely that he has something like king, queen, 5th, queen, 5th than king, queen, 5th.
Right. I made a made game anyway. If he has that hand, I was more scared dummy was 5-4-3-1 or something like that, and in which case things were breaking poorly. But Perhaps one of the reasons David wasn't afraid to bid also is he has a few clubs, or he guessed what was, I don't know, or he has a few things in clubs, a few things, you know, a few clubs, a few diamonds. He does, of course. So now if Adam had two choices in spades, it's possible this means he's more interested in diamonds than, but whatever. Maybe Adam has the jack of spades and now David has some impossible play from the dummy. Maybe he'll try the queen of spades. If Adam had jack and one. Do I know? Adam is asking the table, or he's asking me. I can't tell.
Probably the opponents.
7+ or something. I'm trying to say. Jack. Yep, good play by David. Now the question is, should I actually duck and leave him in the dummy, but then he'll end play me? All awkward. I'll go for this. I'll hope Adam has, if Adam has two clubs, this is much harder on declarer. I'll go for this right or wrong. Oh, by then. I'm not splitting. If he's good enough to play the 8, I give it to him. What did I missed my partner's play? That was unfortunate. Okay. Now the question is there any reason for me to play anything but a diamond? If declarer has king, queen of diamonds, no.
Shall I tell you what he played, Michael?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Really, it is. I'll defend on general principles.
We don't want to get
So
into
that's sort of good. That, oh, maybe my partner had 6 diamonds. That was standard count or something. So it's going to come down to the heart ending, which we hope declarer has another king. Otherwise, I've surely done wrong. I think partner might have been 6-5 or something. I think he was. No, he had 2 spades and a club. What am I talking about? So how would we have done? Let's see. We would have lost 2 diamonds, a club, and a spade. So at least it was not much I could do about it. The opponents bid well. Now, maybe there was something. Did I lose a trick in defense? No. I don't believe so. Did he actually make it? He lost 2 hearts, a diamond, and a spade. So one called. So we don't have anything fancy here. So I could. Oh well, I'm going to overcall. I don't like to bid my shorter suits. I'm going to go for this and maybe have to overbid later. So it looks like Adam thought he would have doubled with a good hand, and he. Now, if it goes 2 hearts or something, if he bids more in hearts or something, my next bid will be an overbid. So, but we're going to do it because we came to play. Adam may take me for much more than this, but I sort of can't help it.
radical change in philosophy, Michael.
Yeah, well, I mean, who could, let's see what happens here. And my partner did not raise diamonds the first time, so we'll see how much trouble I got us in. And I don't know if if the double of 2 spades is just cards or something else. I'm guessing it's just cards, but, or David will take it as such, but maybe he won't. It's an interesting thing what the double means.
Perhaps you could ask
I could ask, yeah, but I wonder, yes. Well, I don't want to ask, I could ask Thomas directly. Here, I'll do that. Well, I'm happy. I think I won't bid anymore. How about that? Yeah.
Not bidding anymore seems wise.
I think I've reached my limit. I'm asking him privately. I think to ask at the table would be unfair. I'm doing much better here. I know I have to close the window. Sorry. Sorry to the specs. Doing much better than usual against Thomas. Okay. Values describe your, he says the answer was values describe your hand. For those who didn't see, I don't know what you can see. Let me close it again. Okay.
What's really the difference between that and just takeout? It sounds like takeout to me.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess right. You're right. I mean, I guess it's best to use all of these doubles. Sometimes you lose a penalty, but I guess it's best. Now the question is, should I double them? But I don't think I have the nerve, and I don't see. I'm not going to double. It might be a great bid, but I bid enough. I'll hope to get my club rough, or it won't matter. But if I had guts, I guess the good players would double, but I didn't feel like playing four hearts redoubled, getting a rough and then them claiming after I take my ace of diamonds.
Fair chance Adam will find the lead anyway.
Yeah, he might. Right. He's probably going to play me for 6-5 when I'm coming into this kind of thing. I'm coming into their auction, and he's passing over a heart. I'm guessing Adam had 3 spades, and it's very likely. Can he find the lead?
He's thinking about it.
Yes, certainly. Certainly.
Might also have a singleton diamond.
Right, he might have a singleton diamond, yes, and so we can cross rough or something. If he had a singleton diamond, I suspect he would have led it already. It would be too brilliant to lead a club with a singleton diamond. I'm guessing he's. If I had to guess the distributions around the table, which is sort of silly at this point, I would at least guess Adam's hand to be some 3-3-2-5 or something. But that's a little unfair because it has to do with the speed at which he's leading. So I certainly wouldn't take advantage of any of that. I'm a sort of feeler at the table. Right. So here we are. So if I had doubled, I would have gotten my club rough, but I don't know if that would have actually been worth it. And now it's a question of how to play after taking my 2 diamonds. See, this is a little hard. I have to decide whether, if I take my 2 diamonds, I mean, I suppose it could be right to play a spade right away. Yeah, the 10 of diamonds. No, that's nothing. But the question is, this is a very hard defense. If partner can see, I could play queen, ace, and a diamond, which will, if partner has the queen of hearts or the king, when he sees my deuce of diamonds, we will beat the hand, which is the whole objective. But on the other hand, if he has the spade ace, it's surely right for me to cash and play a spade. So it's all very hard. And if declare has ace, king, queen of hearts, I've certainly done the wrong thing. So this is a difficult spot. If I play a spade and declare has, so let's see. The simplest way is the queen of hearts or some other high heart honor. Any of those would defeat the contract. Very difficult. Okay, a spade wins when partner has the ace of spades. Perhaps if I play the ace of diamonds, my partner can tell me something, but I doubt it. Maybe he can pitch a high spade. We play upside down attitude.
If the declarer has 2 strong hearts, I'm not sure they would have doubled for takeout. They would have bid something else, maybe.
Maybe. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm going for this route, and I'll learn my lesson.
Looks right to me.
Okay. So we survived the decision here.
Very nice.
Thanks. We'll see how it went. Now I'll play a spade to Adam's ace, and we can all laugh that I had no losing play. Now, if he had king, yeah, there we go. Okay. So Declare maybe could have made it. He might have guessed it. Yeah, well, thanks. If Declare, oh no, what am I talking about? Declare had nothing to do. There was nothing. Yeah, that's why. You know, I'm for those out there. I'm a male, and multitasking is not easy, as you know. 6 no trump by me. Not quite. Yeah, right. He's blocked up on a spade lead. Can't quite do 6 no trump. I'm just making a silly comment to the table. So I don't think I should raise here. That's a little out there. Let them go where they go, and we'll accept it. It's quite, you know, I mean, I would expect, plus also, I learned this playing with Marty Fleischer for many years. When I'm a passed hand, I like to give my partner leeway, especially white against red, to be out there one way or the other. I've seen, when I play with Mike Becker, I've seen him do this with good hands. You could do it with good hands and or really weak hands or all of that. You're just trying to pressure the opponents, hoping your partner is on the same wavelength and doesn't go doing something himself. So I try my best to stay out of the way. Not that I had, and as you can see, not that I had a difficult decision. And I wouldn't blame Adam if he was quite out there at these colors. And he wasn't. He had a very normal 3-heart bid.
I think I would bid 4 hearts at favorable every day of the week. But
With
then
his-
again, I'm slightly younger than Adam, probably.
Yes, well, I wouldn't do that. I'm sort of with Adam on this one. I get it that you can really put the pressure on the opponents, but also I would say, Martin, having 3 spades sort of takes away a little from them having a spade fit, which could be their game that, you know, I mean, it's possible you're stealing 3 no trump, that kind of thing. But I sort of like what Adam did, to take it easy a little, holding 3 spades to the 10-9. He also has some defense, you know. I mean, it's a very likely auction, a club 4 hearts double all pass. So, you know, you're just sort of throwing the ball up in the air. But of course, you could be right. You know, that's what happens with preempts. It's a long discussed and topic, and we all know what could happen. So that last hand would have been nice if I had some gadget where I could show, you know, diamonds and spades. I'm sure the Italians do. They've always got something that I don't. Somebody said to me, are you playing Gazilli tomorrow? And I laughed and I said, no, I come from the school where club shows clubs.
So Michael, what do you think of Tom's double over your 2 spades, your 2 spade bid?
Oh, that's interesting. I see, that was his point. His point was any hand, I guess, where he really didn't have he had a problem, right? How can he show a forcing hand with hearts? That's why using the double, it's a very good question. That's why using the double in these situations as a good, it's Michael Rosenberg used to talk about this all the time, a good hand with no convenient bid, right? I mean, he would have had to Q bid and then he couldn't show his hearts. So here, if you notice the double of 2 spades, that we're talking board 11, the double of 2 spades gave him a chance. Let's say David had rebid 3 clubs. He could bid 3 hearts forcing. They could maneuver into all games in that way. So I think it was a very wise thing to play and do. Now Adam made a play. I understand it, right? He didn't want to risk going to the dummy, leading toward one of these kings and suffering roughs. Now it might have been better to play some other way, but I certainly understand it. And especially since he could expect right-hand opponent to have, maybe right-hand opponent, his right-hand opponent, Tom, was just stuck over 3 hearts doubled. And, I mean, he didn't bid 3-no trump. So it's possible he had like ace in 1 heart and chose to do this. That's a little out there for my taste, but maybe he chose that. We'll see. No. So Adam judged properly to lead because he wasn't going to get to the dummy twice. Now, or not very likely, especially after the king of diamonds leads. So David had a king, queen. One of the black aces at least is off. I suspect when Adam gets in next, he'll pull the last trump and lead the 10 of spades around and just play for some lower spade honor on his left. But we'll see. Shireen, do we know how many boards are we playing in this set?
Well, we asked if you would play 12, but if you fancy playing a couple more, taking up to 14.
It's all fine by me. I don't know if the people can stand me for 4 more boards or whatever, but it's fine by me.
Well, why don't you type in the chat box and agree it with the Oppo?
Okay. Here, I'll end.
You should be upgraded to 32, Michael.
I know they can't stand me for that many, so no, we're not going there. I'll ask through board 16. The kids say they can stand us for a few more. We'll see what they respond. Anything is fine by me. Okay. I don't know what David did. Okay, now we're just down to Tom. So Adam, I presume we'll rough this and pull the last trump and then lead the 10 of spades. It seems quite normal. And unless the defense goes awry, which they rarely do, especially, I mean, they're very good card players. I don't see anything, you know, I'm guessing one of the black aces on the left. Now, maybe Adam will have to lose, will end up losing to queen jack tight of spades or something, but that would be unlucky. I would presume he would pull the last trump. I don't see why not. Unless David showed out on the first trump, which I don't know. I talk too much. But David has now pitched 2 spades, which is interesting. Because it's, well, maybe it won't matter, but it could. Maybe David had 5 spades. That's possible. Ooh, low could have been right. Low could have been right there if it's stiff ace. That's interesting. So let's see what's going on. If I were Adam, what would I think? Well, it probably won't matter. If the 10 of spades loses to the queen, and they'll either, oh, that's, so the ace of clubs was onside. So this is down 1 or something. Presumably the opponents, if they guess the play, can make 3-no trump. Queen jack 4th of spades, right. And I think they would actually, they certainly would guess the play. So 3-no trump was the winner for Thomas, but he had to guess whether his partner had quite a good hand with tricks, and you know, one can understand it. I'm too chicken always. This is not quite a takeout double, even by an unpassed hand, and to do so by a passed hand would be a little much. I presume that's Drury, but I don't know. Thomas didn't alert it, but may not be right. Okay, so David is going to nicely say that Tom possibly shouldn't pass there. I wouldn't have either, but for many reasons, one of which is that I'm a great chicken when it comes to this. As you can see, I didn't double 4 diamonds early on when David ran, even though it was quite likely I was going to beat it with 4 major suit tricks. 2 diamonds is game possible. Okay, they're going to do it to me again here. They're going to bid to 4 spades. At least now I learned something, but now over 4, I won't know whether to lead a heart. Now the clubs are on my left. Oh, good, he signed off. I like it on these hard lead problems if they'll, well, he signed off, but let's see what Tom does. Good. So now I only have a partial at stake. I sort of like that as a worldwide chicken. Okay, so now, so he didn't like clubs. Well, I'm going to foolishly lead a heart, I believe. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And I think I'm just checking, since I haven't had this to do. We lead 3rd and 5th, and so be it. Tom was regretting his pass when the dummy came down. Yeah. Okay, that was more like it for me leading. Yes, the trump was probably called for. Although I'm always afraid to lead from Jack and 1, blow the whole suit out. I mean, he may have to guess the Jack of Spades as it is on this hand, or my partner could have Queen 3rd, although that kind of thing. It was not my best lead. And I wouldn't be surprised if David is short in clubs. Maybe I could have even led a club, because he didn't like the 3 club bid. Okay, so not much to do here. I presume either Adam will shift to trump. I mean, it's possible I should have played the 8 of diamonds and then shifted to trump myself. Maybe that was right. Now poor Adam has to do it. So Declare, this feels like, well, Declare is either trying to snooker us into playing trumps, which I doubt, because it feels like he's got some diamond length, and as I say, he's probably short in clubs. So now Adam has to. I left him to do it. I could have put in the 8 of diamonds, who knows, and played trump. Had I led trump in the first place, I'd be a happier man now. David is being, well, so that Adam returned the 9 of hearts, which means we could probably cash a heart. Now, let's see what's going on. He's going to cross ruff here in a second, but can we do anything about it? So he has 3 hearts. If he has 4 diamonds, what are his high cards so far? He had the ace queen of hearts. If he has something like he's got bad diamonds. He doesn't have the king of diamonds probably. So yeah, I should have led trumps as it is, but here we are. If I play a trump now, we have 3 tricks. This doesn't look promising anymore, and since the opening lead, it doesn't look promising. All right, let's not sit here forever. We'll play a trump finally. Very difficult defense at this point. There are too many hands available, although it feels like 5 5-3-4-1 in declares, and I suppose he could be void in clubs. I was slightly afraid to play a club for that reason. Well, that's good. I may score my jack of spades on the 4th diamond or something like that. We'll find out. If I don't see how we could do it now, it's very unlikely. And the 4th diamond, I'll get to win that, and maybe we'll score the. It's possible. Very pretty. Now, unless partner has the Queen 9 of spades, right? Yeah. So I probably would have done better to lead a trump, as you can see. As I just said, no comment from me, Adam. We play Keller. Now, here once again, I have a very light overcall that I can make or not. Now, I am short in their suit, but I have the unfortunate king of hearts. I'm going to make my light overcall and hope my partner doesn't shoot me.
It seems like it's a reasonable call, if only for the fact that you can't bid a spade or 2 clubs over the 2 diamond overcall, so it's quite...
Right. It does have that advantage, as long as partner doesn't take me too seriously, which he could. Well, now, I suppose I've been helped with the lead. We'll find out in a second. So we lead 3rd and 5th, and I could lead the 10 of diamonds or the 9, but I'll lead the 3 because we haven't discussed everything. So I'll do that and we'll see what happens. Well, that's not a great dummy for declarer, I'm sure. No jack queen. Don't give me that again. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes you feel like every lead you make is going to be a disaster. Now, I don't know. My instinct says this isn't going to go well for declarer, but who knows? He could have quite the good hand. Could drop my king of hearts for lack of anything better to do, that kind of thing. If some sneaky low club comes out, I'm going to be worried. At least now I know I can get, or if right, see, I can get to partner to get, I'm playing the 2 of diamonds as suit preference to my partner, but he'll probably play a trump anyway. It's because if he has a spade on her, he'll play a trump. Now, need I worry about declarer having ace, king, 3rd of spades and the rest of the hearts, depending on his play here? I might worry about it, but I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to, if I'm allowed to win my king of hearts, I'm going to play my 9 of diamonds and then hope that I haven't given away this contract. Because partner, let's just make sure. I mean, it could be right to cash clubs, but that it's too deep for me. If declarer has, let's say, ace, queen, jack, 7th of hearts, ace, king, 3rd of spades, no, I'm not going for that. I'll just do this and play like a normal fellow. Now, I could act like I have 4 spades. It could be necessary. Well, I have no reason to do anything yet because my partner will get to see the 4 of spades if he has to know the count. Otherwise, I'd be tempted to play the 4 of spades. Soon I might have to. We'll see. I'm presuming my partner will play a club, but he could, yeah. Now, let's see, we have 4 tricks. Can the queen of clubs give away the contract? I don't believe so. Yeah, my partner has a spade. I mean, I may have given away a trick here, but if Declare guesses everything, but I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, I should have left him with I made a poor play. I should have left him with a club. It was a poor play. Right. Yes. See, David is such a good player that he was influenced. Adam said he was always happy to go plus. So was I, thus the silly play of the club queen. So was I, apparently, anyway. Okay, so now we're back to this hand. 2-no trump again by David. Maybe he doesn't have 6 diamonds on this one. He has 4 or 5 spades, he said. Well, I'd be happier if they landed in 4 spades with my spade holding. Outside of having to be on lead again, I'd be thrilled. But whatever, maybe I'd be happy if they landed in 6 spades. Sometimes I've seen these problems, should you double with your ace, queen, 10. So I'm just going to go as sort of as passive as I can here and lead a heart. I mean, it could be right, depending on where the spades are, to lead a diamond and look for a ruff later. That could be the right defense. But I'm not going to go that route. And it might have been the winning defense, by the way, if partner has a heart entry and Declare has 3 diamonds, etc. So let's see, right now there's 8 points in the dummy. I have 7. So partner has some few points. All right, so now I have to decide what the spades are. Could partner have a stiff king? Yes. Can it matter if I win and lead a diamond? Can I help myself? 11 next, he says. Okay, all right, you can claim. That's what Tom said. He got me if it goes something weird. The point is, I guess Tom was just saying this is a nothing board. Well, there's no reason to do anything now. Nothing that I can see would help. I'll do this just in case. David's about to claim, I think. Yeah. Thomas claimed for him. So absolutely nothing I did mattered on this hand. I like those. Yeah. So we have one more board. I hope it was enjoyable for everyone. And next time, if you want to hear the King's English, you have to go over to David's table, if there is a next time. But here you get New Jersey American.
Tomorrow there's another one of these.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to imply there weren't. I just meant for myself versus listening to David. Yes. So now Adam said he likes to play. I know nobody's going to believe this, but I could pass with this hand. 4-3-3. He likes to downgrade. I'm going to try and please my partner. He said no aces, 4-3-3. All of these things, he's willing to pass a 12 count.
We're not supposed to use bad language, but it's a 4-king good hand, wouldn't you agree?
Very good comment, Tom. Yeah, it's a 4-king good hand. The thing is from
bid for you, obviously.
yeah, from here. See, by the way, for anyone who's watching, 4 triple threes are not good. I do have 3 10s. I think most people in the world, as it is now, would not pass my hand. But I am who I am, and Adam is who he is, and I always try to please my partner because it works out well that way. So now I'm going to do what was suggested earlier and Cupid in this strange auction. And hopefully Adam won't think that's natural or something, but I don't believe he will. These fellows could easily be bidding light, but I'm gonna give Adam some room because they're bidding so much. Unless 2 clubs was something I don't know, I'm going to let them steal even with my 12 points. Now the question is, when it gets back to me, should I bid again? But I presume they were in a force anyway. I hope the kibitzers have enjoyed it in any case.
This was really good fun. Thank you very much.
Yes, it was certainly interesting for me doing this for the first time. I wish I could have kept everyone where I could see it, but I couldn't follow the play if I did that. Maybe if I ever do this again, maybe next time I can see people. It's nice to do that.
This was great, Michael. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for watching. Yeah. There were certainly, there's always something of interest to talk about, and they're aiming to put me on lead again.
Thank you. It was very interesting.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Talking about bidding on weak hands, I asked English player Robert Sheehan if Terence Rees was alive now, what would surprise him? And he said it would really surprise him how people bid on weak hands.
Yes,
he said
yes,
he just doesn't think Rees would have seen that coming.
Sure, the game has changed tremendously. Yes, I actually came from the old school. I don't often, although I might have done it here once or twice, I felt compelled. Maybe the new world has gotten to me.
Okay, maybe. So we can use the polling system in this conference. You can click on reactions. So why don't you do like a thumbs up if you were willing to open Michael's hand? So I would have opened the hand.
Yes, I'm guessing it's 85% would open, maybe more. Yeah. Okay,
so we've got Philip Wood, Martin opening so far, Alan pointing down.
I'm gonna go hide now. No, I am what I am, and I believe in that. By the way, I've had hands. I just want to point out where I passed 12 points and good declares especially. Now I have to think for 1 second. Should I bid 3 hearts? I really don't think I'm going to, even with these 4 kings. It certainly feels like my king of diamonds could be wasted. My king of spades. I don't know. I mean, my partner has to have something, but I do want to allow him to get in the auction if he has ace, queen, jack, 5th of hearts, and a queen. It just feels wrong to go to the 3 level. So I'll quit and take my medicine for having passed in the first place.
I mean, I might have doubled 2-no trump just to show a pretty defensive hand with a maximum passed hand, basically.
Oh, that was a good point. Yeah, he meant 2-no trump. I was talking too much, but he meant 2-no trump as takeout. You're absolutely right. Yes, it would have been a wise thing to do. The ace of hearts, queen of hearts. Well, need I play my king? No. If he has the ace of spades, he's going to play it. So I'll just. And I didn't see much sense to doing otherwise. He maybe has 6 hearts, Adam. It's feeling like it as we think over there, yes. So it might have been wise to bid again, but I sort of doubt it. They probably, no. He's talking or something. So let's see what Adam does now. I would presume he'd play ace of spades, but whatever. So what happened? So I'm not really thinking about the hand. So Tom has 4 spades, so he has to deal with them on some level. Perhaps I should have overtaken to play a trump even, but that risks a trump trick, and maybe the trumps are bad for them. You know, ace, jack, 6th of diamonds, he can't do everything, you know, so I don't know. My partner's 4th spade spot could come into play. If declare is, oh, that's interesting. Right, so if yeah, quite possibly he wants to ruff a spade in the dummy, and I could make it a little hard here. I'm not going to get squeezed later. If it goes diamond, queen, he might have trouble getting off the dummy on the 3rd club ruff. I'm going to play my trump and see what happens. This could be an error. I don't, declarer has, let's say declare, no, I'm going to do this. It feels right. Perhaps I should have even done it earlier, but things would have been different. Yeah, now a trump and a trump. And if it depends who has the 9 of spades, that's what it's going to come down to. If Adam has the 9 of spades, we'll defeat it. And if not, we won't. I mean, and if declare has some shape and he, you know, where he opened very light or something, whatever. But if he's 6, 4, 2, 1, it comes down to the 9 of spades, and that's that. I mean, declare, if declare doesn't have the 9 of spades, he's going to play a club to the queen. He won't believe I have 4 kings, by the way. He will not believe it, so he's going to finesse the club. That's what's going to happen. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. The 7 of spades, that's interesting. That feels like 7, 8, 9. What? He was 6, 5. Aha. Very interesting. So nothing mattered really. Nothing ever really mattered. Bidding would not have done well, by the way. The defense would have crushed us. He's claiming. Okay.
Thanks, Michael. I
Thanks
really enjoyed
to everybody. Thank you all. Okay, I'm going to sign off now. I hope.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay, nice to hear from you all.
Michael.
Okay, bye-bye.